Oh my God. Help. How many highlighters does one girl need? Ay, ay, ay. There was some method to this madness. There is just stuff everywhere. She has too much makeup. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica of the blog Miss More Style, and today we're doing part 2 of my bathroom decluttering journey. Today we are decluttering my makeup. She has too much makeup. You missed out on my first part of this bathroom decluttering journey, then I will link that in the description box for you. In my previous video, I decluttered all of my skincare, hair care, and body care products, and man was it a doozy. I wanted to do my makeup completely separately because, as you're about to see, I have a just crazy amount of makeup. This is going to take me a while to get through, and it's going to be really hard for me to get rid of some of this stuff because I feel like, unlike old skincare, makeup is like one of those things that you're like, but I can still use it. No, I need to have room on my vanity. It's just too much product. It's overwhelming, and I forget that I own a lot of this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is so old that it's just gotta go. If you're interested in watching me go through this process, then just keep watching, and if you want to see more decluttering content like this, just go ahead and subscribe right now, because I have still got to do a huge declutter of my wardrobe, my shoes, my bags, all that stuff. So there is a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. A lot. Are you ready to see what my makeup vanity situation looks like? Starting from here way on over to here. This is where I do my makeup. As you can see, there is just stuff everywhere. I've got palettes. I've got a bunch of stuff right here. I've got an overflowing box of lipsticks and lip glosses right there. I've got a big thing of brushes. This is full of liquid lips. These are lip pencils. These are like eye pencils. This is like all an assortment of different eye pencils, basically. Then I've got some miscellaneous powders and different things product here because it cannot all fit into this drawer, which in fact is actually broken, as you can see, because it was so heavy that it came off of its tracking. So that is really bad. This drawer particularly has a lot of stuff that's really got to go. Then we come on down here. I've got a full thing of lipsticks there. And then we might get to this container right here, which is a bunch of nail polish. I'm pretty sure a lot of that has got to go. And then we come right on up here, and we've got more palettes up here. This is a box of something, I'm not quite sure. And yeah, so as you can see, we have our work cut out for us today. I just want to preface this video like I did the previous one and let you all know why I have so much makeup. I may have like a smaller-ish YouTube channel here, but I have actually been blogging since 2013 and building my audience both on my blog and on my Instagram. And so over time, I've been really fortunate to be able to receive tons of PR, also be able to attend really fun blogger and media events for different beauty brands where they basically send us home with like swag bags full of the products that they are promoting. So that is the reason why I have all this stuff. I honestly don't really buy makeup at all anymore, very rarely, because I get sent so much in PR. I really have almost no need to buy anything unless I need like my specific foundation color or concealer, but even then, sometimes I just have enough backstock of past PR boxes that I don't even need to do that. So very blessed, but also it's just getting to be a little bit insane. I have here a trash bag. I'll probably need more than one. I also have an empty box. I'm going to try to throw away the stuff that's just old and disgusting, but then try to keep some stuff. Maybe some friends might want it. I think some of this makeup might still be salvageable. I also hear that there's a website that you can sell used makeup on. I've had a friend do it. Apparently it's real. I think it's called Glambot. So I may save some of my more gently used stuff to see if I can just resell it on there. I mean, it's not really my cup of tea to use someone's already used lipstick, but y'all do you. I think what I want to do is I want to just tackle this drawer first because this is what has been bothering me for so long. The broken drawer, here we go. There was some method to this madness at some point. This is where I intended to keep like concealers and primers. This is where I wanted to keep like little individual shadows. And then these two I kind of had for like smaller compacts or smaller palettes. And then this is where I used to keep my mascara and eyeliner and like lash glue situation, and then over here was kind of like my designated area for like palettes that were bigger. And as you can see, it is just a hot mess. So let's just go ahead and get started with the concealers. A ton of concealers that are still good. The thing about this is when I do this, I just am reminded how much crap I actually have, and it's kind of insane. Yeah, I haven't used this Wonder Stick in forever. All right, what I have now is a manageable amount of concealers and a little bit of primer and a couple little BB creams that I can actually see now, and it's not like overflowing to the max. So I'm gonna set this to the side. Are good on the concealers. So next we're going into my little single eyeshadows. Some of these I know are just really old. I don't want to swatch these because, to be honest, I'm not like a huge fan of having single shadows so much anymore because I feel like they're kind of a pain in the butt, and I really never reach for them. I always am reaching for my palettes, but I just want to see what these look like to see if maybe any of these are worth holding on to. Oh my god, this shadow from MAC, I don't even know what color it is because it's just so worn out, but this was like my go-to for so long. I don't know if any of you guys used to be big MAC people, but I was obsessed with it. In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but MAC has a program called Back to MAC where you can, I think, bring in like 5 or 6 empty containers, and they will let you pick out, I think it's like a lipstick or an eyeshadow of your choice. This is another MAC shadow that is very well loved. I used to love this back in the day. This is called Be Rich, and I think I'm gonna keep this one just because it is such a favorite, and I totally forgot that I had this shade. I think I might want to try it out again. All right, here is what I have left. Definitely a drastic difference. I've got a couple like loose glitters in here that I wanted to keep. And then I've got a couple of my little single shadows that I'm gonna keep around just to see, to compare them with my other palette colors in a little bit. And if I have duplicates, then I will get rid of the single shadows. Now we've got these two sort of like miscellaneous type of baskets where there's really no rhyme or reason to them, but there's definitely some stuff to get rid of in here, trust me. And as you can see in my drawer, I'm already seeing just a hot mess of stuff. So I feel like we're starting to make some progress here, but oh my god, this is gonna be a process. I'm starting back organizing this drawer. I have these little boxes that I got some jewelry in the other day that I'm just gonna repurpose to help me organize in here. What I kind of want to do is have some palettes be able to live in this drawer, like some palettes that I use regularly. But my idea is to be able to have a lot of the stuff that I would want to access on the regular in here. And so that's why I wanted to leave a little bit of a space over here for the palettes that I use on a pretty regular basis. That was some semblance of organization happening here now. Some of this makeup is so old. I've had it like literally since before I started blogging. I've literally had some of this makeup when I first moved to LA. Like some of these MAC quads I bought so long ago. I might have bought these before I even moved to LA. That's crazy talk. I hold on to stuff because I feel like eventually I'm gonna use it, and so I just become this hoarder person that I don't want to be. I don't want to be. Should I get rid of this Givenchy palette? I mean, I feel like it's so pretty, but I also feel like I never use it. I need to set all my blushes and highlighters together because I need to make sure that I'm not duplicating things. That's really my goal here. Is this Burt's Bees. I got gifted a lot of stuff from Burt's Bees at one of their brand events here in LA like a couple of years ago. And I appreciate what Burt's Bees is like trying to do as far as like natural ingredients and different things, but I just am really not impressed with their formulas. Pretty much all their stuff that I have in here is gonna go. Mary Luminizer, oh my god, this was like the first highlighter that got me like really into highlighter. And I remember I was watching a beauty YouTuber who used this and I bought it based on her recommendation. Used to love it, but it's definitely not my favorite anymore, and it is like all kinds of cracked and it's a mess. So I'm gonna throw that one away. I've got my Revlon Skin Lights bronzer, which I use like every day. It is like broken. Then I've got this Skin Lights highlighter, which is really pretty, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep that. I'm going to put that with my other highlighters just to be able to compare them all later, like I said. This little quad from Lorac was such a favorite of mine for a long time. You can see I hit pan on all 4 colors, but I just never use it. Oh, bye. Put it in the box for my friends to raid. Let's get on the floor. I wanted to get on the floor for was basically to do a little comparison of all my blushes and highlighters. Oh, here we have all of my stuff. So now I wanted to open these all up on the floor just so I can get a sense of everything that I have and what I want to keep and give away or throw away. So of these 2 blushes from Tarte, I really like this one better. I feel like it's a more unique color, so I'm going to keep that one. Toss this one. This Becca blush I absolutely love, and I forgot that I owned. Keep this one. You know, I don't really have any attachment to it, so I'm going to put this into my box of stuff that's okay. It's like my favorite everyday blush color, so I'm going to keep that. This is so beautiful, and I just got this in my Ipsy box, so I'm going to keep it. This is e.l.f., and to be honest, I don't feel like I need this. I got this at the Moschino Sephora launch party, and that line had some really fun stuff, but this was my least favorite thing in the line, so I'm going to throw that over here. How many highlighters does one girl need? I have a hot take. Givenchy does not make good cosmetics. I've already thrown out so much of their stuff. So, progress has been made. I don't know why I thought that I could just do this in one afternoon. I'm a little delusional, apparently. What I've accomplished so far this afternoon is I managed to empty out this drawer and declutter it and reorganize it. Just show you what we did. I've got my little beauty blenders that are in use right here. In this little section, these are all like sort of my liquid highlighters, and plus my eyeshadow primer. I don't know why I chose to put that there. I literally have a hard time letting go of highlighters because I just love to glow and I love all the shades. So I feel like I downsized. In here, I've got all of my different concealers and I've got a couple BB creams in here. Here, I've got all my single shadows. In this one, I've got like smaller little eyeshadow palettes that are not like bigger ones that go on my counter. Then right here, we've got all of my bronzers and blushes that I'm keeping. In this area, I've got like my palettes that I kind of reach for most days are all gonna be right in here. That way, like it's easy to reach to, because otherwise I have to lunge over and reach way over there where the rest of my palettes are hanging out. So I like the idea of keeping the ones that I use like on a daily basis or a more regular basis closer to me. Then we've got my mascaras, some eyeliner in here, like my go-to like liquid eyeliner I put in here. We've got some glitter glue, just like things pertaining to the eyes. In this one, I've got all of my powders that I use right here. And then I have just like one of my primers in here as well, because it just seemed to make sense. There is my drawer. Got a good amount going on in the garbage bag so far. And then I've got quite a bit of a stash going on over here. Let's just be real. I feel like I've barely made a dent in the countertop area. So this is gonna have to be a multiple day project. I'm going to finish for the night and chill and make myself dinner. I'm starving, and I will come back at this when I am able to, maybe tomorrow. I'm back. It's day 2 of my makeup decluttering journey. And I'm rocking my new blue light glasses that I just got and I'm freaking obsessed with. I don't really need blue light glasses for this process, but I feel really cute, so I'm gonna wear them. Yesterday we got a lot done, a doozy. Now it is time to tackle the top of my vanity. We've got a bunch of foundations, primers, we've got a ton of lipsticks, a ton of random stuff, palettes. We've got a lot still to do, so let's get cracking. Let's just go ahead and deal with my foundations, because that is something I definitely need to get through. I have got 15 foundations. This matte poreless, what is this one? I think I bought this at a drugstore when I was in a tight pinch and needed foundation. Yeah, this Maybelline Fit Me foundation is actually good stuff. I love it. This stuff, oh my god. So I used to love Makeup Forever HD makeup or foundation, and like I don't know if they changed the formula, but I just don't love it anymore. So that one is gonna go. This Neutrogena skin clearing oil-free makeup, I believe I got in PR. I don't really love Neutrogena products like a huge amount, so that's going. Double Wear Estee Lauder, she is bae. This is almost gone. My all-nighter, I think I'm gonna keep that. Stila is almost gone as well. She is sort of like my I'm tan foundation, so that's gonna stay. These 2 Stay Naked foundations I got from Urban Decay, and I'm gonna keep them just because I don't love the coverage on them. They're very light coverage, but they are buildable, so I'm gonna hold on to them. This Burt's Bees, y'all, I cannot tell you, even when it was brand new, it was so smelly, like disgusting. So that's gonna go. I've got 2 of these Avon long wear foundations. I'm not really sure which one of them is my color, so I'm gonna swatch those and figure it out. I have a really interesting applicator. It's like a massive concealer, kind of. I think Shortcake is like a little bit more on the pinky undertone side, and Buttercream has a little bit more of a neutral tone. So I think we're gonna keep Buttercream and get rid of Shortcake. Then we've got 4 Maybelline Dream Urban Cover foundations that I got in a PR at one point. So I'm gonna also figure out which of these is the right one for me too. Porcelain is really light and pale, but then again, sometimes I am too. Fair Porcelain is a little bit darker. I feel like Fair Porcelain is more for me. I'm gonna keep those in my box of possibly fine for other people to use products, because I have certain friends that are slightly darker skin toned than me that I know really appreciate getting foundations. I've got a bunch of like primers. This stuff is also incredibly old. This Zero Shine from Pop Beauty, old. I have half of a Veil primer from Hourglass that's not going nowhere. In this same area, I also have a bunch of sunscreens, because I like to keep the sunscreen nearby the foundation to remind myself to put this on before foundation. So I know some of these have got to be bad. Sunscreen definitely expires, and you don't want to use expired sunscreen because it's probably not protecting your skin like it should be. So this one, usually on these like face sunscreens, it has a little expiration date right up here. This one says March of 2019. Gotta go. Face sunscreens is something I don't really like to mess around with, because you don't want to be using that expired sunscreen. I'm all about protecting my face. This one expires in May, so this is the one I need to use first, probably. Pixi sent us like a mailer forever ago where they basically had like this contest, like who could create the best new lipstick color. So they sent us all these little like canisters of different colors, like a pure red, a yellow, a brown, and a white, to use these colors to mix and match and make our own lip color. And then we would put the formula that the color we came up in here, and then you basically like stick it back in this mailer. They had like a prepaid label that's in here to ship it back. And I think whoever won the contest, like, I don't know, got to have their own shade of lipstick. Needless to say, I did not participate, and this just sat getting dusty the whole time. So this thing is next on my agenda of stuff to clean out. It's literally just like the most like random mix of like random liquid eyeliners. There's like colored mascara in here. Like this is just basically stuff that like I never use. It just goes in here to die. So I've got to declutter this, because this little organizational thing would actually be really handy and useful for stuff that I actually want to use. All these like eyeliners from Rimmel that they sent before that like are really fun in theory, but I feel like I've tried a couple of them and they just don't have the same like payoff that they should have. It's got something left in it. I've definitely used that really white one before. I feel like I could have these type of things but keep them somewhere else away and not on my vanity. That's kind of my thought process. So I'm gonna set these aside because I don't want to get rid of them if I want to do like a more like creative makeup look. But I feel like the stuff that's on my vanity, like my vanity should be more cleared off, and I should have things on there that I'm actually reaching for all the time. Some of these are so pretty and I just forget that I have them, mostly because I'm not really doing like crazy eyeliners very often, but maybe I should be. These things are all from Pixi. They're like these like glitter shadow type of things, and I actually really do love these, and I like different in their own way, and I love glitter. It makes me not want to get rid of any of them. Oh my god. These are all of my lipsticks. Is this exorbitant? Okay, so now I'm here on the floor of my office. I relocated here because I feel like I just have a lot of lipstick and I really want to just lay it all out on the ground, like regular lipstick and matte lipstick, like liquid lipsticks, just to see everything. And that way I can better throw stuff away and see what like color duplicates that I have. Ay, ay, ay. Here goes. This is gonna be hard. I really wanted to love this Fenty Beauty Universal Red lip color, but it's a liquid lipstick that does not dry down, and I cannot for the life of me wear it because every time I wear it, it gets all over my face and I'm like the Joker. No joke. See what I did there? Bye. Oh my god, I thought for a second that that was mold, that like fuzzy white stuff, but that's just how these applicators are. You like, I think you twist them. Ah, yeah. You're supposed to twist it and this color comes out. It's like the strangest formula ever. Ah, I need some makeup wipes. Help. I don't know about you, but it's pretty rare for me to ever use like a traditional bullet lipstick almost to the end. But this was a limited edition, special edition color that MAC did with Cyndi Lauper. And I used to be just obsessed with this color. They obviously don't make it anymore because these are like the ones they do. I think we're a little bit goes to some sort of charity or nonprofit, but love this so much. Did I have another one? Oh dear. Oh no, that's gross. Pretty sure that is mold. Oh my god, that is so nasty. It's gonna go back to MAC. I managed to use this color almost all the way up too. This is another one that I really loved. I went through a really big MAC loving phase. Is me, I think. Alright, so I've basically narrowed down like the actual lipsticks that I think I want to keep, and then toss the ones over there that I think like are barely used, maybe people might want to take from me. That is all lipstick garbage. Here's all the liquid lipsticks that I decided to keep. But now I've just got like these these lipsticks. Now, I will say I gravitate a lot more to the matte liquid lipsticks because of the way that they stay on and I don't have to reapply and they don't transfer to my husband's face when I kiss him. But I definitely want to keep some of these. And I'm noticing I have so many of these like plummy purple shades or like berry type shades. These are sort of like reddish, nudie. These are like reds, corals, pinks, and lots of nudes. Lots of these I feel like could be duplicates. So I'm going to try to swatch some of these in color categories and see which ones I can really just get rid of. I'm back. The third or the fourth day that I've been cleaning out this bathroom. Today I'm trying to finish it up. I want to get through all of my lip liners and my eyeliners and my palettes, and then we should be organized and decluttered. I've already kind of taken a cursory look at my mug of lip liners. These are all my lip liners. And I went ahead and I spun them all around so that the color, the bottom of them, is above the mug so that I can just see at a glance what color they are. I mean, that's just like a no-brainer. I highly recommend storing your lip liners that way. That way you can just see all the ones that you have, no problem. And I think most of these are good, although I'm gonna throw out a couple of these. Lip liners are good. I got just a ton of eyeliners. I'm gonna have to go through these. I have all of my palettes sitting here on my bathroom vanity. So 31 eyeshadow palettes to go through, and I have 7 like face palettes. Like, this is gonna be a hard thing to go through because I really should edit down the palettes that I have, and I feel like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I need to wipe off my hand. This was the aftermath of going through all my different eyeliners. I'm about to get swatching some eyeshadows. I can just feel it. And when I did this with my lipsticks, both of my forearms were like stained for days from all of the lip swatches that I put on them. It was hilarious. I need to edit these down because this is like way too many palettes. So what I'm going to try to do is see if some of these palettes are like duplicate colors to other palettes and if I can just get rid of them. Also, some of them are incredibly old, like pre me living in Los Angeles old, which is over 13 years. So got this Pop Beauty palette, which I really love this palette. I've used it many times, mostly for these shimmer shades. The shimmers here are incredible. I also have these 2 quads from Pixi, which are like shimmer quads. So I'm going to compare because I feel like these will satisfy what this does for me. And I set these to the side so I can compare those later. This is another palette that I totally forgot that I own from Kat Von D. It's kind of old, but I really love it because it has these gorgeous shimmers in here and then also has some really nice matte neutral tones, and that one is gonna stay. Got quite a few Pixie palettes in here. This one is Pixie and Heart Defensor. I actually did a video about this one with a look. I'll link it up in the cards or down below if you want to see that, but I really love this palette. I totally recommend it. Got another Pixie palette. This one I'm gonna set aside so that if my friends want to call dibs on this, they can. I just feel like I have all of this in other places. So one is from Butter London. They send me so much PR and sometimes I love their stuff and sometimes I don't. This is a eyeshadow palette that I just don't really love. It's all shimmers. I never reach for it. Probably put that one to the side. Other Pop Beauty palettes that I was recently gifted from them. This one I'm definitely going to keep because these colors are very unique to my collection as far as I can tell. I don't really have a whole lot of these shades, so that one I'm going to stick around. This one, I think I have another palette that's similar, so I'm going to set this in the comparison pile so that I can investigate that further later. Sephora Metallic Pigment Palette. Love this. Totally forgot that I had it because it was buried. Girl Butter London palette is one that I love because it has some nice mattes, but it also has some really beautiful shimmers. Oh my god. This is the tried and true. Not going anywhere. I definitely love me some Huda Beauty. It is one of my favorite palettes, the rose gold palette. So it is the Feelin' Fine palette from BCBG. This was the one that I was thinking of that was kind of similar to that really warm Pop Beauty palette. So we're going to stick that in the comparison pile. This is Marrakesh by Nomad, not going anywhere. Some of these shadows are very unique. I don't have any like that in other palettes, especially this really bright blue. This is a stunning palette. Got two palettes from Profusion Beauty, which is a pretty affordable cosmetic line. If you guys don't know about it, they actually are incredibly good quality for what they are. I never reached for these palettes because I basically have all of these colors elsewhere in my collection. Good old James Charles Morphe palette. This is the mini version, which is still pretty massive if you ask me. And this one is so great. I got this because it had all of these colors in it, which some of them I didn't really have. So this is just a great one to have in your collection, period. Oh my god. So here we have a Too Faced palette, which is old as, like, I can't tell you how old this is. I was obsessed with it. I mean, and back when it was like brand new, it was amazing. It's like this like Marie Antoinette glamour revolution theme. It had this little mirror, which I've cracked. Just this really cool motif going on. I think it had like little cards in here of like different eye looks that you could do with the palette. On this side, we've got like a blush, a bronzer, which I totally use completely. And then these were like, I think these were lip glosses or something. But then the eyeshadow is here in the side. You pull this out and here are the shadows. Yeah, this was like one of the first like fun makeup palettes I ever had. And I had so much love for this, but yeah, it is really old. We gotta throw this one away. So way back in the day, before COVID, in the good old days, I used to go to really fun launch parties and press events for my blog. And I went to the Moschino Sephora launch party. And they gave us all kinds of amazing stuff, including some fun brushes. But these were the two palettes that were part of that collection. I should have like sold this one or given it away to a friend because there's definitely, this is like a mini version of this. Like all the shadows that are in this are also in this palette. So there's really no need for me to have this one. Now, I mean, I guess that could be a good little travel palette. I just kind of keep them both around, mostly because this has some really fun shadows in it. Really cute. And this is also really cute. So I'm going to keep them both. Really old MAC palette that I bought from Nordstrom on a Black Friday sale. Woo! This is like this crazy like cosmic, like these shadows are so gorgeous. They're like these very shimmery, maybe they're duochromes, I don't know, but I've got all of these Too Faced palettes. So I've got both of the gingerbread spice and the gingerbread spicy palette, as well as the pumpkin spice that came out this past fall. But I love all of them, and I'm definitely not going to get rid of any of them because although they might have some similar shadows in them, I do feel like they have enough uniqueness, and I love all three of these. This is a really old palette that Urban Decay sent me in PR. It seems like a million years ago, but this thing is so old. I didn't use it a whole bunch. I should have, but it's disgusting. I'm just gonna throw it away. Super old Urban Decay palette. I love this collection, the beached palettes. I wonder if this is like still available, but I'm gonna keep this because it's really fun in the summertime. The rest of the palettes are all Urban Decay. This was their Back Talk collection, which they sent forever ago also. And I mean, I liked the idea of it. It had this side with the blushes and some highlight. And then the other side, mine broke, but the other side has these shadows. I never reached for this palette because when they sent me the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, I just basically only used this one. Oh no. I feel like this one, if you compare the two, they've got some really similar type of colors, and this one, I just like the color story of it better. So I'm gonna get rid of Back Talk and keep Naked Cherry. Some more Naked palettes here. I have the original Naked palette, which I don't use a whole ton just because I don't really love these types of cool neutral brown colors on me, but I keep it around because I feel like it's just a really good basic thing to have. I don't know why I need it because I've completely managed to barely ever use it. This is the last Urban Decay palette that I bought before I was on their PR list. I wanted this so bad, the Naked Heat palette. I still really, really love it. I'm all about the really, really warm neutrals. So that is staying. Also have the Naked Honey palette, which I also love. It's got a lot of great colors in there. We're gonna keep it. Last eyeshadow palette is the Urban Decay Game of Thrones palette. I got this at the amazing launch party that they had for this collection, which was incredible. It has like literally like an Iron Throne that comes up right there. It's so freaking cool. It's too bad that the finale of the show ended up being terrible, but this eyeshadow palette's not terrible. It has some great colors in here, some really unique colors. So this one is staying around, and I feel like it's kind of nostalgic. It's got a nostalgic quality to it. Go back in there, please. Well, I am finished with my bathroom. Finally, it feels like another place entirely. I can't even believe like how crazy it was before and how much better it is now. So I have, oh God, 2 full trash bags. Oh. This box, which is pretty much full of like gently used or barely used or not ever used product in here that I can give to friends or whatever. The rest is feeling so freaking nice. When I tell you that I did not have actual counter space in this bathroom before this, I'm not exaggerating. It was really bad. So let me take you on a quick little tour of what I have done. You saw my first about this with my bathroom declutter. I kind of like made the top of that look kind of nice. It's just my tanning products. And then I framed some of the sketches that one of my little sisters made of me, put them up there. Put this decorative apothecary jar there with some cotton balls. I think that's like a cute little accent with those little faux flowers. Got this little shelf here. I used to have like a pile of things on the top of my toilet. No more. I might find something nice, like some smelly good things to stick there. Something that's decorative. Coming around to the bathroom side, just got my facial spritzes here. These are like toners and different things back there. This is most of my skincare all organized on that, and I'll link that thing below if you guys want it. It's from Amazon. It's amazing. My facial cleansers here, brush and things, and then this is all the hair products that I'm going to be having on my countertop. The back stock is all down here. I've got some beauty devices here, hair brushes. Then I've got my face steamer, which before I never had room to put on my countertop, but now it can live here and I won't forget that I have it, and I will hopefully use it more often. And then the makeup, which what we did in this video. So my face brushes, my eyeshadow brushes. I organized my eyeliners, so I put all of my neutral eyeliners, like my blacks, browns, and like whites and creams in a jar. Then I put all of my colorful eyeliner pencils in a jar. These are like my liquid lipsticks, my lip pencils. These are all brow products, so either brow pencils or brow gels, or like brow highlighting products. Then I've got all of my palettes all down here organized. So some of my like long skinny ones I stacked there, and then the rest are here. A bunch of long lipsticks and some colorful mascaras there. All of my like foundations are in that, with the exception of these couple out here, which is amazing, as well as all of my primers, with the exception of a couple. So that is a huge win. And then this thing is all organized with fun like colorful eyeliners, more of those. These are like shimmery liquid eyeshadows. I've got more like shimmery liquid eyeshadows down here. And then these are like more highlighters in there. Sunscreens, face setting sprays. Then you saw what I did in this earlier in the video. And then this looks so much better. I've just got my couple little palettes up there. Another little glass of some fun like lip things there, and then all of my heat styling tools with the exception of my Dyson Airwrap, which is down below. But that used to have a bunch of crap all over it. Now it just looks so nice. All in all, I'm just so happy with how it looks. I feel like it just looks so much more organized. There's still more work to be done, but this is a huge, huge moment for me. Now that I've got this all done, I think I really want to do like a redecorating in here, or maybe like spruce it up, make it like feel even cuter, put a bit different light fixture in. I don't know. I might go crazy. That might be another video. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me. Thank you for motivating me to clean this bathroom and get it to be such a better, more calming space. Oh my God, I can't even. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Before you go, check out a couple videos. You're really going to enjoy these. Again, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.